Okay, so welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's news events, a particular day's current affairs through 4 to 5 MCQs. The purpose of this lecture series is to cover your current affairs and to allow you to practice the much needed MCQs. Okay, you need to get this much needed MCQ practice, especially if you want to clear your prelims examination next year. If you'll follow this lecture series regularly, consistently with me, if you practice 4 to 5 MCQs daily with me with respect to current affairs, then by the time you'll be ready for your next prelims examination, you would have covered 1200 MCQs from current affairs itself. From current affairs itself. And ask any serious aspirant, 1200 MCQs from current affairs are more than sufficient. You won't have to worry about your current affairs portion as far as your prelims examination is concerned. So be regular with this lecture series. All right. Today we'll be covering the current items or current news items of 30th July 2024. So we'll be covering important news items through MCQs of 30th July 2024. So let's start with it. Let's start with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding quadrilateral security dialogue. It is a strategic grouping of 4 countries, including India. The stated aim of this grouping is to contain the expansionist policy of China in the Indo-Pacific. It was formed in 2007 on the insistence of then Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. How many of the above statements are correct? Now, quadrilateral security dialogue, also known as Quad, is a grouping of 4 countries: USA, Japan, Australia, and India. All right. And the purpose of this grouping is basically the informal, the not, this group has not stated this as their objective, but their purpose is to actually counter the growing Chinese influence in the Indo-Pacific region, Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Okay. So to counter the growing Chinese influence, but the members of the Quad have not explicitly mentioned China. What they have said is, their stated aim is that they are working towards free and open Pacific. So they want to work towards free and open Indo-Pacific. That's it. They have not named China, and they have told everyone that their idea is not to make an anti-China grouping. They just want a free and open Indo-Pacific. Okay. So it is a strategic grouping of 4 countries. Absolutely correct. The stated aim, no, it is not their stated aim to counter China. Yes, many people allege that their behind closed doors, they actually want to contain China, but their stated aim, declared aim, is free and open Indo-Pacific. So this is false. Now, the idea of a quadrilateral security dialogue was given by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in 2007. Okay, and USA was ready, Japan was ready because it was their brainchild, India was ready, but Australia was not ready. Back in 2007, Australia was scared that joining this group would actually cause some backlash with China, would actually irk China in some way or the other. Okay, so to prevent any backlash from China, Australia denied joining this group, and this group wasn't formed. But in 2017, Australia came on board. They were no longer scared of China, and therefore this group was officially formed in 2017, not 2007. So this is also false. Answer is A, only one. Okay. Question number 2. Which of the following statements regarding Venezuela are correct? Venezuela is in the news recently because of the controversial election of Nicolas Maduro, the current president of Venezuela. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the statements. It lies on the northern coast of South America with its coastline opening on the Caribbean Sea. Okay. It is a federal republic with parliamentary form of government. It has one of the largest gold and petroleum reserves in the world. So yes, the location part is absolutely correct. The northernmost area of South America, the continent of South America, the northern coast of South America is where Venezuela is. Plus, in the north of South America, there is Caribbean Sea, where Caribbean islands are located. Okay, so Venezuela opens, or Venezuela's coastline is actually opening onto the Caribbean Sea. So this is correct. Now, Venezuela is a federal republic, absolutely correct, but it is not a parliamentary form of government. It is a presidential form of, much like USA. Okay, here president is the head of the executive. All right, head of the executive de facto as well as de jure. So this is false. It has one of the largest gold and petroleum reserves in the world. This is absolutely correct. And it is much talked about because despite the fact that Venezuela has one of the largest gold and petroleum reserves, it is not a developed country. It has a very weak economy. Okay. So the correct answer to this would be 1 and 3 only. Question number 3. Consider the following statements regarding Hezbollah. It is a Palestinian Shia Islamist political party and militant group. It was created by Iran's Revolutionary Guards in 1982. It is the most powerful member of Iran-backed network called Axis of Resistance. Okay. Now, Hezbollah is termed as a terrorist organization by Israel. It is an anti-Israel Islamist group. Okay. But it is not Palestinian. It is Lebanese. It is based in Lebanon. Okay. So it is a Lebanese Shia. It is not Sunni, Shia Islamist political party and militant group. So this is wrong. It was created by Iran in 1982 because in 1982 Israel invaded Lebanon and Iran actually was not happy with it. Therefore, Iran consolidated rebels and created an organization called Hezbollah to counter Israel in Lebanon. Okay, so yes, this is correct. It is the most powerful member of Iran-backed network called Axis of Resistance. So Iran has a lot of allies in different countries of the world, in different countries in the Middle Eastern region. Okay, these organizations, these allies, these organizations are Islamist organizations, and they are based in different countries, and that is why they are known as Iran's proxies. And Iran uses these proxies to attack its enemies in the Middle East. Now, this network of is known as Axis of Resistance by Iran. Which organizations are a part of this Axis of Resistance? Well, Hezbollah is one of them, and it is the most powerful. So this is correct. Well, then Hamas is there. Houthis of Yemen are there. And Palestinian Jihad is there. So these four organizations known as Axis of Resistance are part of Iran-backed network. Okay, Hezbollah is the strongest of them all. So the answer to this question would be B. And last, which of the following can be considered as a disadvantage of digitization of monetary system? Okay, recently RBI came out with a report called Currency and Finance Report. And in that report, RBI said that though digitization has many benefits, Currency and Finance Report 2023-24, though digitization has many benefits, but it has some disadvantages as well. RBI in its report said that digitization or taking the monetary system online generates herd behavior, leads to data leakage and hacking, internet data breaches, leads to poor transmission of monetary policy. This is what is stated in RBI's report. So all three of them are correct. Answer would be D. Okay. And with that, we come to an end of this lecture. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it added value to your preparation, though it would add more value if you are consistent, regular with it. Okay? So make sure you follow this lecture series regularly. You're consistent with it. You make it a part of your daily routine. All right. Now, if you want to take a look at the notes of this lecture, the detailed solutions of each and every question that was discussed in this lecture, well, follow our Telegram channel. Okay. And the link to our Telegram channel would be given in the comment section below. So make sure you check out our Telegram channel and download the notes for this lecture. All right. On that note, I'll be signing off. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow with the MCQ 31st July. Okay. Thank you, everyone.